We're going to be building your Facebook business pages today. And as I said a few minutes ago, I'm not sure if you guys want to build your pages as we go, or if you would like to watch this video played back later and then build your page. But I'm going to basically go through the steps on my screen, and I'm going to give you time. So if you're building your page on this call, you should be able to do that. So it'll be a little different than the normal classes I do, because I know there's a lot of people on the call today. I assume that means a lot of you don't have business pages and maybe want to build them. So the first thing I want to talk about is you do need to have a personal Facebook in order to get started. You are going to be logging in to your regular Facebook profiles. So you need that profile in order to create a page. Information from that personal Facebook profile, it's not going to appear on your Facebook business page, and vice versa. Your profile and your page are considered separate on Facebook. Okay, if you're wondering why should you create a Facebook business page, it's honestly the main reason to have it is so that you can run Facebook ads, or so that you can pre-schedule out content, because you can't do that on a personal page. However, there are some drawbacks of just getting started today. You're not going to have any followers on your page. You do have friends, right, already on Facebook. Even if you don't have that many, you still have some Facebook friends on your personal profile. And so that's the thing. You have your personal profile, that's been set up. You've probably been using it for a number of years by now. And if you post something on there, everybody, well, not everybody, but people are going to see it. If you build your business page today, no one's following it. If you post something on it, probably no one's going to see it. So it takes time to build your Facebook brand. It's a long-term social media strategy. And again, the main purpose of doing it is so that you have the ability to run ads. And of course, you're then able to build your brand on Facebook business. Does anyone have any questions about that? Okay,
Daniel,
so next, go ahead.
I already have mine created and I've played with it and put some content and kind of messed with it. So I'm really looking to see what I don't know yet, you know, so as I go along, I have my page on another laptop here. And so,
okay.
Yeah, I'm not building it from scratch though. I'm just gonna.
You might learn nothing today.
No, I'm sure I'm gonna learn a lot today, because I need to learn how to optimize its use. And that's what I'm hoping to get a few tips on.
Yeah, so like today we're just going to be going over how to set it up and how to fill in the basic info. I'm not going to go over too much about, I mean, there's not really a way to optimize it. The best way to get people to follow you right off the bat, and you can still do this, Mike, having your page created. You actually have access to your friend list through that page, and you can invite them to like your page. So that's probably that's one of the last things that we'll go over.
Okay.
After we initially set up the page. And I just want to apologize in advance if I stumble a little bit. This whole process is always changing. It's changed from the last time that I taught this class. So when I go in here to teach you guys, it's not going to be the same as it was before.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it.
I apologize in advance. So the next thing I want to talk about is content. So what should you be posting on your personal page versus on your business page? My advice is honestly about the same thing. I've taken a lot of different tutorials on this. I actually went to college for marketing, and the feedback lately on people and consumers and what they want to see, they want to see 80% personal content, and they want to see 20% business content, because these people that you want to become your clients, right? They want to know who you are and get a sense of you so that they trust you, because it's that trust that's going to make them choose you as an agent. And also, of course, seeing that you're active in the real estate field, right? And I can tell you the best way to figure out what type of content to post is to emulate. So go out there, follow some people or business pages that are other real estate agents that you see as successful, that you admire. Maybe you like what they post. See what kinds of posts you actually like and what type of content other people are posting, and then just kind of emulate that. Come up with your own spin on things, but that is what I recommend if you're looking for inspiration, a place to get started. And of course, there are a ton of social media graphics and commands that you can post. There's holiday ones. There are listing ones. If you're doing an open house, always say post it, and post it also on your personal, post on your personal, post on your business page. Because again, the same people aren't going to see on your business page as on your personal, because you're going to start off with very few followers on your business page, right? So you may as well, if you go through the trouble to create a post, you may as well post it on both things, for at least when you're starting out, so you've got content. Also, I want to mention, after today, if you're successful in setting up your business page, so this is for San Francisco and Peninsula Estates. We're going to expand this to the other offices eventually, but it's not available yet. There's a social media posting program that I do for the KW San Francisco and the KW Peninsula Estates office. And basically we'll give you 2 content posts a week, and we'll pre-schedule them for you through command to go onto your business page. So you don't have to do anything. And we also email you a screenshot of what the posts look like, so that you know what the image is, what the content is, and you can go in and edit them or delete one if you don't like it before they're posted. But every agent in the program is going to get those same 2 posts. And it's always going to be our what's happening in the Bay type content that we put out weekly. Gabby creates those emails for you guys. So I also leverage that content into a social post. And then the other thing is either what the market is doing, real estate market, not stock market, but what's happening in the real estate market, what we're seeing, or some home decor ideas or home DIY, something. It's either something fun, or it's something having to do with the market or useful, helpful information for a prospective buyer or seller. So that's what I can offer to KW San Francisco and KW Peninsula agents. I'll post the link in the chat towards the end of the call. But yeah, does anyone have any comments on content or questions on what to post? Go ahead, Ed, you can unmute. You're not unmuted yet.
Sorry, here I am.
Okay.
So, I'm not really a fan of using it, so I'm here to explore and see where it takes me. But I noticed when I post something, do I have to post it in 3 different places? I have a personal page, and now if I have a business page and I'm a member of several different groups, do I have to post it 3 different times to the different groups, or I post it once and it goes to my groups?
That is an advanced question, Ed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, there is a way that you can post it once and then you can share it to your business page, or vice versa. So there's just another button on the post that will allow you to cross share it. As far as groups, that's entirely different, I think, and I'm not certain. I'm not certain if you can share a post within a group that you've already posted on your business or personal page. You might be able to, but you might have to make it public. If it originates on your personal page, sometimes, like if you're like me, I don't like creepy stalkers and all of my posts are private, so you can't see them unless you're friends with me. I think you have to make it like public in order to share it with a group where you're not friends with everybody.
Okay.
But you can try and test that out, and it'll be
Okay.
there are posts, there's like a meatball menu. Let me start sharing my screen, see if I can help answer this.
So I should look at cross share is what I'm thinking to.
Yeah, so let me go to it. I haven't posted anything in a really long time. So let me try and test that, and then we'll get into starting your business page.
Thank you.
Okay. And
Connected. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of This Week in Command. My name is Justice.
Sorry,
I'm
that's my
Success Coordinator
computer.
on the KW enablement.
Oh.
wondering what
I've been a trainer at KW for over.
I'm always learning new stuff about
Oh.
Command, you guys, even on Facebook. Okay, so let's go to my page and one of my last posts. Okay, so there's these meatball menus on these
Right
posts.
there. Okay.
And let's see, I think it won't let me share it. Let's see, save post, save, edit audience. So I had to make it public because I told you my privacy settings are
Okay.
kind of crazy. And looks like that still didn't allow me to cross share it. Yeah, it still doesn't have an option for me to share on my business page.
Okay.
So-
Well, thanks for checking. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any friends. I'm not looking to get any friends. I just post something in our market center group for the agents in the market center to see, and then the other groups that I'm somehow connected through the market center. I mean, that's all I'm posting for. I mean,
Okay,
I'm not posting
gotcha.
for the general public.
And yeah, I mean, again, the main purpose of having the business page is really just so that you can run Facebook ads. Building a presence, if that's something you wanted to do, it's a long-term strategy. It would not happen overnight anyways. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to mute you again, Ed, if you don't.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to check to see if you already have a page created, you're going to have to go to this left-hand side, and there will be an option for pages. It was kind of far down there. And it should be under pages you manage. Now you can see here that I don't just manage my own real estate page. So I created this page, but I also manage pages that were created by someone else. You probably won't be seeing pages created by someone else. I'm just guessing you guys don't manage other pages. But if you're just double checking, see if you've already created a page, this is where you will go. Also, after we create the page today, that's where you can get back to it. And again, I'm going to do this one more time. I'm back on my home page. You click this see more button, and you do have to go all the way down until you see pages. And then you'll be able to get in here, get to your business page, and edit. So that's how you can get back in. As far as creating a new page, let's see, I do have a couple messages in the chat. Fix page. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so how we're going to get started today is, well, I thought it was in here. Okay, so it looks like they have moved it. Okay, so you're gonna click this meatball menu with these 9 dots in the top right corner if you want to create your page right now. And then there's a menu, and there on the right of that menu, it says create. You can click page to get started. Everyone with me? Yeah, okay, great. So next you can create your page name. I highly recommend naming it something like your name, real estate agent, and your DRE number. And the reason I recommend having your DRE number in your page name is that way your DRE number will technically be on every single post because your name will be displayed. And that's a compliance thing. So this is what it would appear like. Does anyone have any questions about why we would do that?
I do.
Okay.
If you, because you'd mentioned, it's a good idea to put a lot of posts that go on your business page on your personal page as well. If it's related to real estate, we still have to make sure that DRE number is in the post on our personal page.
True. Yes.
Okay.
That's
So
true.
then we'd type it in the content or in the.
Yes, correct. So you are absolutely correct. If it's a real estate related post and you're posting it on your personal page, does have to have your DRE number in the caption and your office affiliation. So you can type out your office name, KW Peninsula Estates, KW San Francisco, KW Santa Monica, whatever it is.
And mine's Oakland, but we don't need the broker number. Just
You don't need a broker number.
The name of the brokerage and the location, right? Okay.
Correct.
Thank you.
You don't need the location, just that DBA name. That's enough.
Okay.
The DRE is looking for, can I tell who this person is and what office they're with?
Okay.
As long as you're not using some really weird DBA. And actually, if the DBA is filed with the DRE, technically that's compliant. So, okay. And then the next step for us here is category. Category, you want to put real estate agent. You can add up to 3. But I just recommend putting real estate agent and real estate. And then description. You're going, and I know that some of you might be following along. I haven't been that specific. We're on the left-hand sidebar of the page, filling in the page name, the category, and now the description. And description should be short and sweet. Your character limit is 255. I recommend just stating maybe a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in real estate, and the area you service. So fill in your description, take a moment to do that.
If I already created a business page, but I didn't put a DRE number, do I have to like delete that account and then,
No,
or can I change it?
you can attempt to change it. It's going to make you wait for the change. It goes through a request approval process. You don't have to have your DRE number in the page name, but you are then going to have to add it to every caption on everything that you post on your business page.
Okay.
For compliance.
But so I could just go to help for Facebook and ask them to change it.
So no, there is actually a way that you can edit your page name.
Okay.
I can't get to that right now.
Okay.
In the page that I'm on, I'm not able to like show you that right now. But if you remind me of this question at the end of the call, I can show you how to do that.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so if you're all still with me, we just filled out the info, the page name, category description, and you're going to click the create page button on the bottom left side. Okay, so it looks like that page name is invalid because the DRE needs to be in lowercase. I don't know. There we go, create page. That's weird. DRE can't be in all caps. Uppercase D and lowercase RE. Okay. So now we can move on to add other details to our page. Other details are now shown on that left-hand sidebar. Add a profile picture. So you want to add your headshot here on the left-hand side. And then you want to add a cover photo. And keep in mind, this is where the cover photo goes, sort of in the middle and behind your, a little bit behind your photo. So you want it to be a wide shot. If you have listing photos that you want to use a listing photo here, you're welcome to do that as long as you have the copyrights to those photos. Let's see, what do I have? Just make sure you have the rights to the photo that you want to use here. And once you've uploaded those two photos, you're going to click save in the bottom left corner. Okay, you do not have to connect your Facebook page with WhatsApp. This is just Facebook trying to promote WhatsApp. So you don't have to do this. This next step that pops up, you can just X out. If you leave now, you won't be able to run WhatsApp ads or add a WhatsApp button to your page. You can go to WhatsApp in your page settings to connect your WhatsApp account at any time. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now my page is sort of complete. You know, we have the basic information here. Let's see. There is more that we need to fill out. Okay, so the next thing that you probably want to do is create an @username. So just below your page name, where you see that in the middle of the page, you'll see a blue create @username. And the reason you want to do this right away is to claim it, because if you don't claim whatever it is you're wanting for this, someone else can claim it too. So let's see, please enter a new name for your page. And you can name it, call it what you want it, but I'm doing Danielle Powell Real Estate. That actually isn't available. It won't let me. Oh, it did. Okay. So you have to click create username. It checks to see if it's available. And then once it confirms it is, it lets you create it. Okay, I just canceled because I have another page already. Okay, and then you have home, and then you have services. It says no services listed. So this is just, you don't actually want to fill this out. So this is so that people can book an appointment with you through Facebook. This would be like if you were, I don't know, a nail salon and you wanted people to be able to book nail appointments. I mean, you can add a service here, but you do have to then put a price point to it, appointment duration, block extra time. You don't have to do this. So you can skip services. Reviews. This is where you can send your clients to leave you testimonials or reviews. We're not a shop, so we're not going to list products here. And then there is more. Let's see if I can edit these tabs. Okay, yeah. So you probably all want to take advantage of this. Under more, you can edit tabs. So services, again, we're not really offering the types of services that it's indicating. You can display reviews, let people leave reviews, great. We're not a shop, so we want to probably hide the shop. Offers, I mean, we're not discounting our services, so I'm going to also turn that off. If you do ever run events, you probably want to show that. Job openings at your business, I'll go ahead and hide that for now. And all the rest is hidden. Okay. So after you've done that, on the left-hand side, let's see, how do I get back there? So on the left-hand side, we're under page settings. If you click on general, the very first option, there are a lot of different options that you can edit. I'm not going to go through and edit all of these with you, but I'll just read off what these are. Page visibility, it says published. Visitor posts, right now anyone can publish to the page or add photos and videos. If you want to make it so people can't do that, then you can edit that to turn that off. And basically, if you were to turn that off, you just want to be avoiding page abuse. You know, there might be some like robots or like people just, what do they call it? Trolling, you know, and posting random content that you don't want on your page. News feed audience and visibility for posts, the ability to narrow the potential audience for news feed and limit visibility on your posts is turned off. Auto-generated captions are off. Post and story sharing. Post sharing to stories is on. That means you can share your post in your Facebook story. Messages, people can contact my page privately. Tagging ability, only people who help manage my page can tag photos posted on it. Others tagging this page. People in other pages can tag my page. So again, that might be something you want to edit or turn off. I believe you can actually let's see. It actually won't let me turn. Oh yeah, you can uncheck that and then save. So again, that's just to avoid page abuse. Country restrictions, pages visible to everyone. Age restrictions, pages visible to everyone. Page moderation, no words are being blocked from this page. Maybe you want to block some words to avoid page abuse. I don't know, up to you. Profanity filter turned off. Okay, so that is more of what I was thinking. You can turn that on. Similar page suggestions. Choose whether your page is recommended to others. Page updates. Page posts are automatically published when you update page info. Reach milestones, receive reviews, and more. So if you update your banner image, it'll probably share that as a update. So if you don't want that to happen or things like that to happen, you can change page updates. Post in multiple languages. Ability to write posts in multiple languages is turned off. Translate automatically. Your post may show translations automatically for people who read other languages. Comment ranking. Most recent comments are shown for my page by default. Content distribution. Downloading to Facebook is allowed. Download page. Merge pages. Merge duplicate pages. So I do have another business page. If I wanted to merge it with this business page, I could do that. Delete your page. Okay, and then the next thing is messaging on the left. Set up features and edit preferences for managing messages across Messenger and Instagram. Use the return key to send. On start a Messenger conversation, show greeting, your Messenger URL. Add Messenger to your website. During a Messenger conversation, set up automated responses. Show who's sending message on behalf of your page. So these are all the settings that you have at your disposal with messaging. If you're the only one who's going to be responding, what I would recommend is to set up maybe an automated response so something gets back to people right away. And then edit page info is the next option. And these are the things we already did, like general, name, username, description, categories. And here's where you want to fill in your contact information. So your phone number. Make sure you type in United States into that first little drop down. And then your email, your website, your office location, so take a minute to fill that out. Again, we're under page info on the left-hand side, and then all the information we already went over, and that additional contact info that you now need to add in. Okay, so once you're done filling that out, oh wow, more showed up actually. So if you keep scrolling down, there's more. Service area. It says California, but let's say I want to do San Francisco, California. You can go ahead and type in city names there. And hours, you can set hours. Some agents really like to put always open. You can always alternatively select open on selected hours. And then you can select when you're open. Temporary service changes. You don't really need to put anything there. Privacy policy, impressum, products, additional information. I'm not going to fill anything out there. We have a QR code for this Facebook page. Price range, you don't have to specify. You can always put splurge if you want, since all our price points are really high. But you can put unspecified if you wish. If you want to link this to another account, like on Instagram, you can type in the handle and then put Instagram or your Twitter handle and so on. You can link it to other social media accounts.
What does linking that do between those two accounts?
So I believe it just will display those links somewhere in your profile. So take a minute to fill that out, and then we'll move on to the next option down on the left, which is templates and tabs. We actually already went over this. This is just showing what tabs are shown on your home business page. And, we hit a few things like the services, for example. Event ticketing, we don't really use this, but this is to manage Eventbrite events. So if you do host any client events and you use Eventbrite, you can link Eventbrites and manage ticketing through here. Notifications. Global notification settings. These notifications will come through on your Facebook notifications just like you get now for your personal page. So it'll come through on this bell symbol and it'll come through on your phone as push notifications. So if you don't want to get a ton, you probably want to go through these, turn some of them off, and decide which ones you absolutely want to be getting. Like new messages, you probably want to leave on, for example. Next is advanced messaging. This is new. I've never seen this section before. I'm not really sure what to do here, everybody. So I'm just not going to do anything here.
When in doubt, keep it turned off, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't know what's going on out there. That's what's kind of scary.
Yeah. And next is page roles. So if there's someone else that's helping manage your page or that's going to be posting content for you, you can add their personal account. Like, see how I'm the admin here? You type in their name here. So let's see. Peter, if I'm going to make you an admin on my page, I can select you from here. Select the type of access I want to give you. Admin is the highest amount of access. And then you can click add, and it'll give that person actually an invitation that they then need to accept. So again, that's if someone's going to be posting on your page on your behalf.
Is that what we'll be doing at the end here when you send us out that link?
So actually I am not going to be, I don't have to be an admin of your page. You just need to connect your page with command and provide me with your command login. I don't want to have personal access to so many people's pages. So that's the way we do it. We'll log into your command account and you have to have it connected in your command settings. So that's how we do it. We log into your account, your command, and we go to social ads or social posts, because they're not ads, they're not paid for. And then we pre-schedule that content for you, and it's going to go out when it's scheduled from command onto your business page. So you don't have to make me an admin or anything, but some people have, people they hire to do a lot of content for them. This is how you could give them permission. And then we have people and other pages. Here's where you can see people and other pages that like Danielle Kyle, real estate agent, DRE number. From the list of people who like your page, click the settings to remove someone from people who like the page or ban them. A person who's banned can't post, comment, send a message, or take other actions. So if you are receiving page abuse from someone, you can come to this. I mean, you can just go and block them, but you can come here and remove someone or block them. Preferred page audience. It looks like they removed this feature. I'm going to skip issue electoral or political ads because that's not something this will be used for. Ad limits. Wow, there are so many settings. So this is taking me into Facebook ads, which typically, honestly, I don't use. I just use command to do ads. So I'm going to skip over ad limits. Let's see what branded content is. So this is to advertise other brands on your page. So, or other people's, or other posts on your page. So I'm going to skip over this one as well right now. Branded content, we're going to skip over. And then next it's Instagram. So this is to connect Instagram to be able to share across platforms for ads, that is. But again, we use, if you're using command, you can already run your ad on both Instagram and Facebook without having to go and change the settings. Okay, and what happened here? Where did it go? Did I exit out? Okay, and then WhatsApp, again, if you want to connect to WhatsApp. No, I don't want the collabs manager. Okay, and then I'm not going to go over all of the rest of this, but you know, you do have page management history at the bottom. Who has ever been involved with managing your page? And then an activity log, which shows all the changes that were made to your page. So these are the basics of, you know, all the settings. Actually, that was kind of advanced because we went through almost everything. But by now, if you've been following along, you should have been able to create your page successfully. So I want to open it up to questions or feedback. Feel free to unmute yourself and just let me know if you have any questions. And if I would love to know if you were able to create your page today, if that's what you were trying to do. Feel free to drop in the chat.
Hi, Danielle. I have a quick question just regarding some compliance issues. Do you know, I'm kind of confused when that form came out a couple weeks ago. Are we allowed to post like photos or something if we went on a broker's tour of another agent's listing that's not part of Keller Williams?
If there are photos that you took with your phone.
Okay.
Because if you take the photo, you own the copyright to that photo.
Okay, perfect. And then do we need express written authorization from Keller Williams to use Keller Williams besides just our saying that we work for them? That was another thing I was confused about in the compliance.
I don't really understand what your question is. What do you need express permission from Keller Williams for?
Like a couple weeks ago, they sent out an email that was like a form we were supposed to sign regarding like social media content and all this stuff. And it's just to make sure that we're in compliance with how we, our advertising, essentially. And one of the things was, it made a remark about making sure that you did not, like, you were only able to publish content that was your listing, was one thing I was confused about, but I guess it's probably a photograph thing.
So that is correct, because if it's, and that is concerning around the listing photos.
Just the photos.
So, for example, if you represented a buyer in the transaction, you cannot use those photos from that property that were not taken by you. If you go around the property with your phone and you take the photo, you own the copyright. But listing photos that are taken by professionally paid photographers, they own the copyrights to that, right? If you pay them because you're the listing agent, you pay them for the photos, you're paying for a usage agreement. So everybody should actually take a look with your photographers for your listings. How far do your permission to use those photos even go, right? They are giving you permission to use them on the web because you're using them in a property site, right? And they're going up on the MLS. But if you represent a buyer, I have seen agents take listing photos when they represented the buyer. You cannot do that. You do not have the copyright to those photos. You don't have the permission. You didn't pay the photographer. So that's kind of what the concern is surrounding those statements that you read.
Great. Thank you so much. That helped. Very helpful.
More questions, everyone? I have 19 people on the call total, so I know you guys are on here for a reason. Ask away.
I figured out how to edit my information.
Great. Good.
This is Danny. This is probably for but I would like to know how to take my email newsletter from Command and post it on my business page in Facebook. You can do it with MailChimp with just a button press. It's kind of sweet. Here, I don't think it's that simple. And you don't have to cover it right now because I know that it's an advanced thing, but that's, you asked for.
Will you send me an
That's
email
my question.
That one's above my pay grade here. I'm gonna have to ask someone higher up than me. But they'll have some ideas.
I have a question that's kind of related. If we find some content, let's say a news article that we want to share, we normally share it to our personal Facebook page. By creating this business page that's sort of linked with your personal page, will those outside sources give you an option to say, do you want to share it to this personal page or to this business page that you have? Are we setting this business page up in a way so that it'll give us either option when we do that from outside?
So can you repeat, like, what are you sharing from outside?
Let's say I was looking at a news article in Forbes that was real estate related, and I want to share that article. Normally they give you social media buttons to share an article to your social media. But I haven't seen, it's only giving me my option when I do that so far to my personal page.
Yeah, and it depends on the connection between the tool that you're trying to share from and here, because I have seen it where it does actually allow you to select to share it on a page that I manage, or to share it, so it just depends on where you're sharing that from, where the article is originating and, their API.
Got it.
And I think I did say I was going to go over, what was it? I know I said I was going to go over how to edit your page. This is how we can get back to your page. Here's my page. Here's how you can invite friends to like your page. This is what I wanted to also tell you.
Oh, yeah.
So you can just click these people and then it's going to invite them. You can click see all friends and then just check them off. I have a lot, you have a lot too, I'm sure, but this is how you can, and if you want to send each an invite in Messenger, that'll sit in Messenger instead of just being a notification. Because notifications can get buried. We sometimes get a lot of them. So highly recommend doing this if you have not done this yet, or if you just created your page today.
I did that, and probably within 2 or 3 days, I had over 100 people accepting and joining in, which is great. Because then I feel like they're opting in, so they're more engaged by doing it. Yeah.
And then I do have a question in the chat, Lillian. Do you recommend a LinkedIn page too? I recommend creating as many of these social media profiles as you can manage. If you're not going to post content to it on a regular basis, then don't do it. LinkedIn, most of us already have a LinkedIn, right? I would do a professional LinkedIn, just do one. And I honestly don't go on there that frequently, but I do think LinkedIn is a good tool for networking and posting just a little bit about, it's more business oriented too. So people mainly expect not to see as much personal stuff on there. And what else, you guys? Well, with all this silence, oh, Ed, yeah, go ahead.
So since you have some time, I think someone asked a question of adding your DRE number to your personal page versus the business page.
Yeah, you don't
I
have
have
to
to add a post if it was
Yeah,
real estate related.
they're going to add it to their post.
Yeah.
I don't recommend adding your DRE number to your personal page name.
Oh, okay.
Just add it to your caption, because on a personal page, you're mostly posting personal stuff. You only need to add it to a post if it's real estate related.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining the call today. I appreciate it. I hope you got something out of it. And have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, everyone.